Hey YouTube. Hey. So I am going to post in the groups that I am live now so that everybody can come to the video. Um, hey. Nobody's here yet. Um, let's see. 3 people are here. Hey. Hey y'all. Okay, so I just had to post that I am live in the group, and I wanted to first of all thank you guys for your support on all my videos. This has really been an interesting experiment for me. I really was not even thinking that this was going to be something for real, I guess. So I just, I thought I was going to be playing around on YouTube. I didn't think, people would actually listen and like it. So thank you guys for your support. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so that you can get notifications, so you can be on the whatever that is, notifications team, whatever. Thank you, first of all, thank you. So I got this topic from Hey, guys. Okay, so I got this topic from one of the ladies or some of the ladies in the group. Okay, and this just really like grinds my gourds. It really like sticks in my craw, or how we say down here in the country, because a lot of women, especially women that are gold diggers, aspiring gold diggers, women that are trying to be somewhere and get successful in a relationship, women that are trying to date men, they are really like, okay, y'all, I'm through. I'm not gonna date no more black men. I'm so sick of black men and da 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 da. And it just really it like drives me insane, because people think that black men are not gonna spend money on you. Black men are not gonna take care of you. Black men are gonna treat you harshly. Black men are blah, 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 and they get a bad rap. Now, first of all, before we even jump up into this video and do all of that, y'all know I'm in no form, shape, fashion, none of that. I'm not a pick me in any way. This is not the ho, we're gonna, jump on the black man train. I wanted to make this video because black people in general are the biggest consumers in America, for real. I mean, we have made the hair industry freaking $1 billion industry just because we buy stuff. There will be a girl on welfare, okay, can barely take care of her children, and she will be somewhere trying to buy $600 worth of bundles so she can keep her hair done. Black men will go to, different events or whatever and drop, five, six, eight, $10,000, in a space because they're enjoying themselves. So black men, black people are consumers. We understand that. So with that being said, y'all should know that if black men are going to spend money at All-Star Weekend, what makes you think he's not going to spend money on you? A lot of women get into this rut that, black men think they the prize and whatever. Here, I'm going to give y'all some game, okay, when it comes to dating black men. You have to have game. The only women who are afraid to date black men, the only women who say, oh, black men are this and black men are that, are women with zero game. Okay? Black men have swag. Black men have been playing the game since they were young. Black men are taught to be to be the predator, to go out and get a woman. And, in their circles, it's cool to say, okay, well, yeah, I had her. So they understand the game. If you don't understand the game, you gonna get taken. You will be somewhere in the dark trying to figure out how you got here and how he, scammed you before you could scam him. So that's what it is. The issue with dating black men is that you have to have game. Your game has to be on point. Most black men want women who, and I'm generalizing and speaking in very general terms. This does not mean every black man in the world thinks this way. But most black men want a woman who is shapely. They want a woman with curves because they enjoy curves, because they have curves in certain places. Black men are known to be, stronger. Black men are known to be, bigger. So a lot of times black women are bigger because that's what we are, we're made for, to match that, So I feel like, black men get a bad rap when it comes to gold diggers and women in general, because a lot of women feel like, I can't get over on him. I can't, they feel like they deprived. They treat me like such and such. That's because a lot of these men were raised by pick-me women. They did not have fathers in the home in a lot of cases. So they have to already have their game when they're little. Little black boys have to have game. You know why? Because little Johnny gets privileges that little Jamarcus may not get, So they have to have game. They have to have, they have to know how to get around stuff. They have to know how to navigate in a world that is not necessarily so friendly to them. So someone who grew up in a family with a strong black man, such as myself, I'm not the typical black woman. I saw black men being, my dad was a great provider. My dad was pretty wealthy. He had money. So he was able to afford me different things, and he treated me like a princess, and he showed me this is how you do it. So I see black men in a different light. I have 3 black sons. I have a black husband. So I understand black men and how to think like them. If you can think like a black man, you can get over on him. If you are targeting men that don't have game, and I know a lot of my followers are not African American, they're not black. So this is for you guys too. A lot of women that target men that are not black don't have any game. Zero game, none. Just like white men or Caucasian men don't really have swag like a white man. You could say there's no difference. You could say, oh, well, I don't see color. We're the same, but we're not. Black men have major game. They have major swag. All of them from the age of 12 on up. They have swag, they have game, and they run game on just about every woman they come across, every person they come across, because that's what they have to do to survive in a world where they're being murdered, where they're being maimed, where they're being, they have to do that. And not justifying what happens, but if we're gonna learn game, and if we're gonna be running game on them, you have to understand their game. Okay, a black man is going to tell you stuff that you want to hear. Oh, you're so beautiful. You so sexy. I want to be with you. Just like in the last video I was telling you about. They're going to tell you stuff you want to hear because they know that a lot of you guys didn't have dads. A lot of you guys didn't receive the love that you're craving from your dad, or whatever. So they're going to tell you all that stuff you want to hear. Yes, they probably going to be married, and they're going to say, things that you want to hear, and they play on your weaknesses. The thing is, you have to play on their weakness before he plays on yours. Don't let your weaknesses be known. Don't jump up on a date and tell this man any and everything he want to know and stuff he don't want to know. Be quiet, be quiet. Say, say very little. Listen to what he's actually saying. Listen how he compliments or not compliments. So why would you want to even bother with that? Because all men are gaming you. All men. I bother with black men because black men bother with me. Okay? I go where I'm wanted. All black men, not all black men, let me not say, but a lot of black men want me because I'm shapely, because I might look like a video vixen, because I have a curvy body. Okay, so of course that's going to be attractive to a black man because that's what we see. That's images that we see, you know, in the videos and all this other stuff. So that's why I go where I'm wanted. I have several, more than one, two, or three sugar daddies, men that I'm dating that are black. And I'm fine. As long as your game is tight, you don't have to worry about him trying to get over on you or him lying to you or him saying whatever. Because a white man's game is going to be different than a black man's game. Most likely, if you're dating a white man, he's going to think of you as a fetish. Like, oh, I've always wanted to be with a black woman. So this is, you know, this is my opportunity to do that, you know, and you get in there and you game him and now, oh, we're a couple, or, oh, I've successfully, you know, whatever. So I feel like black men are very good sugar daddies. I mean, they give me a lot of money, a lot. My sugar daddies that are not necessarily the same race as me give me a lot of money as well, but there is a difference. There's a difference. And I say I love black men because I would be remiss to say that I don't. My dad was a black man, you know, I have black children. So how can I say, oh, I can't stand black men. Black men are this and black men are that. Get your game up. Period. Get your game up. If you want to be attractive to a black man, you're going to have to get your game up. Get your speech up. You don't necessarily have to be all prim and proper and da-da-da or whatever. But if you're going for a man that is wealthy, and who is willing to spend it on you, then you need to figure out where you fit in that dynamic. Okay? Okay, sorry, thought somebody had a question. But you, so I say, I don't have a preference. I do not have a preference. I love black men. I love Caucasian men. I love Pakistani men. I love them if they Mexican, if they Puerto Rican, I love who loves me. If you love me, baby, I love you too. That's how I am. I'm with who loves me. And for the most part, I feel like I have an inclination for black men because, you know, it's natural. He looks like me. We probably watched the same TV shows growing up. We probably have a lot in common as far as that's concerned, so we can relate in that way. But I can also be a chameleon, and I can be just like Becky. You know what I mean? So I feel like a lot of women need to get out of that, oh, I'll never date a black man thing, because it just means if you make a statement like that, then most likely it's because you don't know how to talk to him. And this is how you would talk to a black man or interact with a black man. Pins ready. Those women who black men don't want, but they keep chasing black men. Okay, yes, let's talk about that. The women that black men don't want but keep chasing. Okay, I'm going to keep that as a bullet point. But here's my thing. I'm trying to watch y'all's comments because they coming fast. But think about how we always say as black women, these white girls always getting our men. These white girls always, you know, every time you see a black man, you see him with a white girl. Ask yourself why. They understand and they go where they are wanted. They understand where they are wanted. Okay? So you want a wealthy black man, right? Forget all the people with the bad credit and the people ain't got money. Those people are not even on my freaking radar. Black men, white men, other men go for women who are not black because there's a stigma against black women. Black women are confrontational. They want to be Miss Independent. They want to be, they don't allow a man to be a man. And by that, I mean, they don't allow a man to be in a position of, let me see, what'd you say? Don't have a preference, but I do think black women need to date more out of their race. They do. They do need to date more out of their race. Don't get stuck in dating one race. But what I'm saying is don't get, you can't get stuck in not dating black men, because you could get yourself caught up in a situation where you somewhere strung up, and getting these racial slurs, spoken against you, or you can, there's good and bad to all races, because just because he's dating you don't mean he don't say nigga when he talking to his mom and them. Don't mean he don't say, racial things and bad things about you when you're not in his company. So yeah, that's wonderful. You can date outside your race, but also know that you are not the norm for him. But the women that black men don't want to date are the women who are overly sexual, the women who are overly independent. You talk too much. You want to, have the last word, and you want to feel like, oh, well, I'm so educated and I'm so special. And, those are the women that black men are going to shy away from, because he can't do anything for you. He can't lift you up. He can't build you, because you're already there. So if you come into it with an attitude like, oh, he black, I know he probably not gonna do whatever, then yeah, you're thought of as argumentative. You're thought of as not sweet, not nice. In the black community, if a woman is sweet and nice, then she's looked at as, she trying too hard, or she's trying to be white. Or if there's a black woman who speaks proper English, then she's thought of as, like she's trying to she's not welcoming her race, weak or whatever. Yeah, whatever. So that's why we as black women have to, not only should if you're a good gold digger, let me tell you something. If you're a good gold digger, you need to be 100%, you need to be able to talk to someone from Pakistan, someone from California, somebody from Argentina, if you're a good gold digger, you can fit in anywhere, as opposed to somebody that's just, I'm gonna just stick to one race, or I can't do this and I can't do that. That just shows that you don't have your game up. You don't have your makeup game up. A lot of men, I know earlier in Letitia's video, she was saying you shouldn't be an Instagram model. And that's true. You shouldn't be an Instagram model in mentality, but if you think these men ain't looking at these Instagram models, come on now. That's what they looking at. Do you think you can fit in anywhere? I know I could. I could fit in anywhere. If I'm in a boardroom, of course I'm not gonna be looking like this, but I know that I could fit in anywhere. Any setting, I could pretty much have this person, that person, and that person, because it's my mentality, it's my game, it's what I say. So a black man is gonna he gonna test you. He's gonna try to see if you're easy. He's gonna try to see if he can get it, the first date, because the black man is sought after by most races, and so is the black woman. It's just is what it is. It doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing, but you have to know how to use that. You have to know how to use that to your advantage. So don't discredit black men and say, oh, I'm not gonna date them, and then on top of that, a lot of y'all are still dating these dusty men. You can't categorize every race of people based on the dusty men that you're attracting. If you are still attracting dusty men who are not giving you money, who are not wanting to spend time with you, who are not treating you like a queen, a princess, or whatever, that's because you probably still dusty. Hello, black men, white men, everybody likes makeup. They like somebody that does their hair. They like somebody that's dressing cute. They like that. So if that's not you, then if that's not who you are, then that's probably why you're not able to. Can you share your game conversation? My game conversation. Okay, so a black man will come up to me, and most likely I'm dressed, pretty hot. I might have, something like this on or whatever. But if I'm in attraction mode, I'm not trying to look like the wifey. I'm not trying to look like I'm already there, because I said this in the group a lot. Pretty Woman is a real video. If he's a wealthy men want beautiful women. They don't care how smart you are. They don't care if you can even complete a sentence. What he wants to know is, dang, will she make me look good in front of my colleagues? That's it. That's all a wealthy man thinks about. Will my homeboys be mad or be jealous if I'm walking in with this lady on my arm? So you need to perfect your look if you're attracting wealth, period. You need to attract your look. You need to perfect your look. You cannot attract wealth if you're not a beautiful woman. Period. So some of y'all are dusty, and that's why you're attracting dusties. What would you wear that? Would I wear this on a date? No, I probably wouldn't wear it on a date, but I would wear it if I was trying to attract a man, because this is attractive. You know, it's not overly sexy, but like I have my shoulders and my back out. It's hot. It's hot. I'm not gonna wear no cover up and do all that. I'm not, especially if I'm trying to attract a man. Once I've already secured him, of course the wardrobe is gonna change, the speech is gonna change, and I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna flip it. When I go out, I'm probably classy, sexy. My tactic is more peekaboo as opposed to, let me just throw it all out there. I'm not gonna wear no little booty shorts and little mini skirts and stuff like that. I'm not. But again, okay, since we're talking about dress and stuff, Letitia also made mention of how you dress according to your body type. And I'm gonna do a video about that, because some of us, like, I'm very curvy. I'm very curvy. Even though I've lost a lot of weight, I'm still a curvy woman. So I have to dress according to what my figure is. I wear stuff that may be form-fitting. It's not so tight to where, you know, you can see if I got a girdle on or not, but it's form-fitting, because that's what, if I'm drawing him, if I'm trying to say, here, kitty, kitty, then I want to wear things that are attractive. I'm not trying to look like his wife, because people that are my age are most likely married, divorced, or trying to get divorced. They're not seeking to get married. They're seeking, okay, somebody outside of that. So why would I want to look like his wife when he already got his wife at home? You know, so I look like, you know, ooh, I bet you want this, but you probably can't have it. That's what I look like when I go out. I want to be so attractive, so beautiful that every man in the room turns around. Not just the black men. I want the white men. I'm trying to look at Julio. I want everybody to be looking at me. So when you look like that, when all eyes are on you, you can say, no. You probably don't have enough money. No. You can pick who you want to be with. You are the picker instead of being the pick me. If you are not leveled all the way up, you can't do that. You just don't have those options. You have to, stay down here with the dusties. So if you're attracting men who are not generous to you, it's because you don't have your look together, period. You can say, whatever. You don't have your mentality together for sure, because you can look basic as I don't know what. You can look very basic. You can have a dress on from Ross and still pull a millionaire. You can have some whatever on. As long as you got that attitude, as long as you have that attitude and you have that mentality, you'll be able to pull anybody. In your consultations, do you give advice to level all the way up? Definitely. I just did some consultations today, and the ladies, the wig was all wrong. No, super wrong. You need to change that wig. You need to get, the lady that I was speaking to was more, she had gotten stuck in mommy mode. She had gotten stuck in being, I was with this guy and he was in the church, so she was covering up and wearing shawls and, trying to be all, girl, you're not going to get nobody's man doing that. If you're trying to get a man, you have to be what is appealing to that man, period. You have to appeal to what he's going to be like, yes, I want her. I need that in my life. You can't be like, oh, well, she's a nice woman. Well, I'm pretty sure she's a nice lady. I could take her to Bible study. Don't nobody want that crap? Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that crap. Every man wants a woman who is appealing to the eye, who is, if y'all can DM me, every man wants a woman who is, that he can take around his friends and his friends are like, oh my God, where'd you find her? That's what you want to go for. If you have not arrived at that, that's why you're still attracting dusties. So, and to speak to the black men, I'm not getting on this bandwagon and like, oh, I'm pro black man, because I'm not. A lot of black men were raised by these pick me freaking mamas, and they want you to build them. They want you to help. They want you to, you got to, I need your help just like you need my help, and da 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 da. That's not what needs to be going on. A lot of black men were not taught how to be men. So if you don't have your standards high, then he's not going to have his standards high, and he's not going to treat you that way. I have some trouble with that. Why do most tell us to dress super covered up? Which is it? I mean, I can tell you what I do and how I've been successful. Some women are, they tell you to be conservative and all that, and that's true. That's true. But if I walk in somewhere, they might assume, oh, dang, she's a little sexy, or they may assume, oh, I can get her in the bed. But as soon as I open up that mouth and he sees that I'm not participating in any of that, he gonna be like, oh, okay, let me reel it back. You know what I mean? I would consider this sexy, classy. Exactly. So I go in somewhere and they may have assumptions about me, like, oh, I'm easy or whatever the case may be. And somebody sends me a drink and I look at it and I'm like, this isn't champagne, and I'll send it back. Don't accept everything that comes your way. Don't be happy just because a man bought you a drink. That's nothing. Okay, so why would you send me a drink when you could have easily come over here and spoken to me and had a conversation? Once I open up my mouth, then it's a whole different story. If he offers to buy me a drink, if he says, he wants to take me on a trip or whatever the case may be, once he starts talking big ticket items, then my whole swag changes. Girl, I had an old minister in the pulpit. Yeah. So then, everybody wants when you walk into a room, right, and you're the vixen, you're the one, all eyes are on me. All eyes are on her. When you walk into a room and that's the case, you're going to be able to be like, okay, you have to know how to play your cards right. So somebody comes up to you and you get to talking with him. You find out, what does he do? That could be your first question out of your mouth. If you know you look gorgeous, first question out of your mouth. So what do you do? So if he says, oh, I'm a construction worker, you need to be like, and stop the conversation. See if you get better responses covered up. Well, I don't know what that means, but so what I was trying to say, okay, you said you get better responses covered up. Well, here's the thing. I have to work with what I have. Some women have a beautiful face, so they may be attracted to your face. I feel like an asset for me, even though I'm my age, is my body. I can draw any man with my body. If I have on a sundress, it's a wrap. Ain't nobody touching me in the room. If I have on a sundress, it's over. Because I know I know what works well with me. Just like some women can wear a, I don't know, nobody looks good in a kimono, but you know what I mean. Y'all get it. Everybody has to work with whatever your strengths are. If some women are, some women are mysterious. I'm not a mysterious woman. I'm playful. I'm bubbly. I'm, whatever. So you have to get in where you fit in, basically. But anyway, let's go back to the game. So you walk into a place and all eyes are on you. You can seek out a target. You can you can seek out a target. I don't really go up to men. I'm not the type to be like, hey, baby, what's your name? What's your sign? You don't have to do that. If you look pretty enough, they're going to come to you. So again, if a Dusty comes up to you and you find out he's a construction worker, immediately turn your back to him like you're no longer talking to him. Why do you do that? Because he's a Dusty. He's never going to be able to provide me with the type of lifestyle that I want. So that's how you get rid of them. Somebody put the face. I mean, it is what it is. I know you can't if I'm in a place where there's a bunch of wealth, why would I sit up in here and entertain him? He can't do nothing for me. So I need to be like, get away from me. So So I will turn my back to him. If I know there are people that are looking at me, I'm gonna look in that direction. I've even walked up to a crowd of men, you know, and I'll say, "Oh, hey, Jim," and give one of them a hug. Not the one I'm targeting, but the other one. Do they curse me out when you dismiss them? No, because I'm in a place where wealthy men are. Let me tell y'all something. People that curse you out, people that walk around wearing these bonnets, and the people that are ratchet, they don't have nothing to lose. I don't communicate with people who don't have anything to lose. If they don't have nothing to lose, they cannot be in my circle. I'm sorry. You cannot be in my circle. If I know that you have something to lose, that's where I'm going to be. These people that I'm talking about, if they curse me out, I can file an assault charge. I will act a fool and bust out crying like this man slapped me in my face if he tries to curse me out. That's what white women do. Hello? Y'all think that that white women are so clueless and all that. They will do that in a minute. Oh my God. Oh my God, he cussed me out. Oh my God. You think I'm not gonna do that? Come on. Y'all need to be communicating, talking, watching, all of that, surrounding yourself with people who have something to lose. When you say, well, won't he cuss you out? No, because I don't mess with Dusties. I don't talk to Dusties. I'm in nowhere do I go can a Dusty even, be in my circle, be in my world. He can't. He can't. So Mickey did to her ex's apartment. She isn't scared. No, I'm not scared. Girl, I will act a fool, baby. I will turn the restaurant out acting a fool, So, that's the way you have to be. You have to know the game. If you are trying to be, if you're trying to get him. So anyway, so I dismissed the Dusty guy. So I might be targeting this guy over here. Whatever. And so I might go say, hey, and hug one of the guys that is in his circle, but I'm targeting him. So he'll be like, of course he don't know me, but that's my approach. I may hug him, I may shake his hand, but I'll act like I know this person. And his friends will be like, oh my God, how do you know this lady? Out of all the people, you know this lady? So he's gonna get points in his group, but I'm targeting the other guy. So the other guy, once I find out, oh, he's not the one I want to talk to or whatever, then I will start talking to another one. It's about being the predator. Do you think when men are seeking you, when y'all go sit up and do your little pick-me eyelash bats, do you think men, what if he owns the construction company? Girl, look, Miss Alicia. Y'all be cutting my words off because I'll be wanting to answer these questions. But if a man is a construction worker, he may have a lot of money. Granted, he may have a lot of money, but he will not have the mentality that I want. I'm trying to go to Belize. I'm trying to go to Italy and ride on the boat down the street. I'm trying to, fly to the south of France and Dubai and all of that crap. I'm not trying to be sitting up talking to him about how hard his day was and how the men did. They don't have the mentality. I want a man who has the mentality, who's a jet setter, who understands labels and wants to do. I can't, no. Construction workers will have nothing in common with me because I'm on a whole nother level. I need a boss, I'm a boss, so I need a boss. You can't do nothing for me. Are any of your daddies non-black? Yes, they are. I have several sugar daddies that are non-black as well. This is a funny story, and y'all, I have one for real that's from Pakistan. He's a doctor, met him at a hospital. While I was freestyling, catch that tea. Anyway, I can't understand him. He's from Pakistan. His accent is so freaking thick that I can't deal with him. So you know what we do? We text. I call him Robbie because his name is something. I don't know what his name is. I call him Robbie. He be laughing. I don't even try to understand this man, but he loved me. This man sends me so much money. So yes, for real. You don't have to be in the same cultural circle as them. You just have to be yourself. And I am myself. I'll be like, Robbie, we can't talk on the phone, Robbie. Don't call me because I can't understand you. you too fast and you be whatever. So we gonna talk about something else, Robbie. Okay? Let's talk about this money and what we finna do. You wanna go on a date? Cool. We can laugh and smile and whatever on the date. I'll be asking him to repeat itself. So yeah, like I said, I have white sugar daddies. They love me. They love me because they want something different than what they already have. So as a sugar baby, that's what you have to be. That's what you have to be. You have to be a chameleon. But yeah, sweating at work, exactly. If he's an athlete, you can sweat at work. But if you, no, I don't need nobody with a name badge. I'm going to do a video about that, how to recognize a Dusty, because y'all clearly don't know. Yeah, so just, I just really, what does freestyling mean? Freestyling means that when I'm going out seeking someone in my life, then I will go out seeking a man or whatever. Should you get them to give you money before the first date? No, I don't. I don't. I like to form a relationship because I want my sugar daddies to be long term. I need you to be on the roster and be there comfortably. You're number 4. Let's stay in your spot, boo. Let's get that done. I like mine to stay permanently. I don't want no $200. I need $2,000. I need $15,000. That's what I want. I don't need somebody giving me no $200. What the world? No. No. I cannot. Y'all kill me with that. How can I get him to give me money on the first date? If you don't look like Beyonce, don't even try it. For real. I've never gotten money on the first date, but I've gotten $15,000 in one sitting from a guy. I've gotten large sums of money from a guy. You know, but it's because I didn't form that relationship and I didn't put a little sugar on it and I didn't, hey daddy, yeah, we can go out. Oh my, tell me more about that. I would love to know more about that, Jim. Oh my goodness, really? Yeah. So I've gotten large sums of money multiple times from a lot of people, but I'm not gonna get no $200 and $300 from people. So you gotta pick your poison. Somebody asked, do they know you're married or we don't tell them anything? I'm not truthful at all for any reason because they know they lie, so no. How do you leave a relationship when you have kids? How do you leave a relationship when you have kids? I think about it like this. You know, half of the people in this world are divorced. Most people are going to be divorced at one point or widowed or whatever the case may be. So they will have plenty of company with other divorcee little children. You have to live your life. If you're not happy in the relationship you're in, you have to make a choice for you. When mama is happy, everybody is happy. So if you're not happy in the relationship you're in, your children are going to be unhappy. So you have to pick what you want. Do you want happy children, healthy children, or do you want children who are in a dysfunctional home just to say, oh, we live in a 2-parent home? You have to make your choice. What about that girl whose date walked out on her and left her sitting in the restaurant? You know what? That was ignorant because, ignorant. I know some of us like to be bougie and classy and speak proper English. So that was really crazy to me because I would not, that wouldn't have happened to me. I would have been like, on to the, oh, he left. Once I figured out he left and he's not paying, I'm finna leave too. You're not finna leave with no check? What you mean? We're gonna both be cut out on the check because I'm not paying for nothing. If he left and he didn't pay, I don't know what to tell you, but I would have left too. I would have been gone, so whatever. But that's just me. Girl, let me see. So Shira's channel is how to be a wife and get cash. Mickey is how to be a sugar baby. Thanks for the advice, ladies, taking notes. I guess so. I'm more for the attracting. If you want to attract him and you want to get him to spend big money on you, then I can get you there. She's more of the, once you've got there, how to be in that circle, how to be on that level with wealthy people, I guess. I don't know. But she's in here, so let me see. So sugar babies are more like sex symbols, and the more classic dressed ladies are looking to be wife. Not necessarily. if you are attracting a man, then think about it. Think about it. Be logical and be real. Be logical and be real. How many men, and it's a men on here, how many men are seeking a woman that looks classy, that looks like the princess? You know, the lady that's finna get married and all that. How many men are seeking a woman that look like that? Not many. Not many. Every man is seeking a woman who is sexy. Every man. Every man. So, I mean, yeah, the nerds may be, but not necessarily the wealthy men. You know, nerd, you can be with a nerd, that's fine, but I can't relate to a nerd because I'm too much. My personality is too big and he gonna be scared and be trying to run somewhere, honey. So, you know, whatever. If you want a nerd, then yes, they want people that are classy and well put together and all that. But that's not necessarily, you know, I guess the men that I date are, this little girl. So yeah, let me speak to, pause for the call. So Miss Ed Marie LaFontaine, why you're even here, I don't know. But yeah, the little comments that you had to say about me, I'm gonna keep that between me and you. I'm gonna find your DM somewhere, and I'm gonna help you out with how you need to speak to me and address me. But yeah, that's this little girl, Ed Marie, not really welcome on my channel, but that's for another day. I won't be ratchet. But yeah. So let's see what I was saying. So yes, nerds, you know, they may be attracted to that kind of thing, but you know, I don't know. I think women need to have their own money, so we are not looking for first date money. I have my own money, and most of the time it is acquired from somebody else, though. Yeah. So yeah, so no, this is not a girl that got kicked out of one of the groups or whatever. This is some chick that said I was a pick me and that I need to, you know, oh, that video was great, but Mickey is still a pick me, which I don't even understand how she could even put pick me and me in the same sentence. But this is clearly somebody that doesn't know me. And if y'all Google her name, you'll be able to tell why I'm like, this little girl is not even on my level. Why she's even subscribed to my channel and you've been talking stuff like that, you know, it's like, yeah. But anyway, that's another. What if you're over 40 and can't pull the super sexy look? Women over 40 can definitely pull the super sexy look. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't even know how to do that. Hold on, y'all, because yeah. So anyway, so if you're over 40, you can still be sexy, you can still be pretty, you can still be all of that if you're over 40. You don't necessarily have to be, what's the word? Demure and church lady-ish just because you're over 60. So, or oh, I'm sorry, over 60, over 40. So I feel like, you know, you can still do it. What is going on? Y'all making me distracted. I'm trying to be professional and do this video. See, y'all act up. Let me see. Y'all get on my nerves. Y'all. Okay. So there you go. So yeah. Okay. Oh my God. Did you meet all of these men from freestyling? Yes, I meet all of the guys that I'm dating from freestyling. Nobody I meet online. My guy says I play for keeps. Didn't I tell you that? I don't know. I don't know what that means. Looking for question marks. The nerds, y'all. Okay, you like dressing sexy. Okay. Oh my God, what? She's ugly. Stay classy, Mickey. Girl, I'm trying, Sophia. I'm trying to stay sexy. Or classy, sorry. If you love poor men, leave this video. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, what if you're over 40? I already answered that. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. I'm behind. Y'all putting too fast. How to juggle more than one sugar daddy. Get you a spreadsheet. Get you a spreadsheet. That's why y'all laughing, because Shira 7-1 is on here acting up. See? Okay. But yeah, get you a spreadsheet. I have mine on a spreadsheet. Name what they contributed, how much money he's worth, where we went, what he did, all of that. So I can remember what I lied about, what I told him. You got to have all that written down. So, because if not, you're going to get caught up in your lies and you're going to be looking like, what? I never said that. What do you mean, Jim? No way. Walter, and you're going to get caught up in your lies. So you got to be on it. You got to be on it. Yeah. So that's what I do. What's wrong with broke men? Dante, what's wrong with a broke man? Let me get comfortable. What's wrong with a broke man? I'm trying to be professional and classy. Since my counterpart is here and I got to be, no cursing and stuff. Broke men. The fact that you can say you are broke and say you are a man in the same sentence is beyond disgraceful. Period. If you're a man, you need to have some money. If you are a man, you need to have some money. There should never be a time when you can say, I'm broke. Simply because you have a penis, you need to have money. For real. You need to have money. The reason I say that is because men are looked at as the providers. Men are looked at as, okay, daddy, what we gonna do? We gotta pay this bill, daddy. Where are we gonna go? We have to find a place to live, daddy. Where are we gonna go? You can't be broke and be a man. You can be broke and be a boy. And I'm gonna tell you something about being broke and being a man. I have a son that is a teenager. Okay, he's an early teenager, just became a teenager. He has his own business, his own LLC, and he makes at least $1,000 a month. That's what he started off at. He makes more money as a teenager than some of these grown people. That's a shame. You know why? Because I taught him, okay, you're a man, you're gonna have a family, this is what you have to do. You have to know how to provide. You're black, so you may not get the job over Jim, but you know what you can do? You can use your brain and create your own company and you be the boss. That's what's missing in our community is we're not teaching our sons how to be men. We're teaching them how to, be dependent on a woman. We're teaching them to build, find you a nice girl, find you this, find you that. I'm not teaching that to my son. What I'm teaching him is that you have to be the provider. Your family is going to look at you to figure out where we're going to go, what we're going to do, what's the best place for us to do, blah, blah, blah. So that's why it's bad for a man. Too many single mothers are raising boys, need more men to raise them. And that's wonderful. Yes, we do. But in the meantime, while that man is not there, while that man is satisfied with being mediocre, but you still want to lay up and play trampoline and get baby after baby after baby, it's the mother's responsibility to say, you know what? I need to teach my sons how to be a man. If you can't get the man you want, you better raise the one you want. Hello, y'all are sitting up, well, I can't find a man. I can't find nobody. I'm raising the men that I want. I'm teaching my sons to be a provider. I'm teaching my sons, you know what? Your mama should have taught you, Mr. Dante, your mama should have taught you, get your money up, chase that paper, and you can have any woman you want. Period. You can have any woman you want as long as a woman can't raise a full and complete man. Wonderful. That's good to say. But you know what? I can teach my son how to be, a provider. I can teach my son how to be the man that I want in my life. It's just like if I had a daughter, I would give her what my mother didn't give me as a child. So I can't be his dad, but I can be the best damn mama I can be, excuse my cursing, but I can be the best mother I can be. So I'm not trying to be the mama and the daddy. If there's a deficiency in my family where I didn't have a man in my house, then you know what? I would have to do the best I can with the circumstances that I have. But there are healthy, whole wonderful men who grew up without fathers and are doing well for themselves, very well for themselves. So, you know, it is what it is. But you cannot say that you are a man and tell somebody you're broke. You should be ashamed. You should go crawl under somebody's porch. You should, come on. You should really, like, for real. I mean, let's look at the men who grew up without fathers and are successful. My first love, my love, the love of my life. Barack Obama became the most powerful man in the country, and he did not have a father. His grandparents raised him, as a matter of fact. Jay-Z, I mean, people are, you know, name dropping all these people who did not have who did not have men in their lives, and they are successful. You know, you can, as an adult, I can look back at my relationship with my mom and say, you know what? My mom gave me the best that she could give me. It is my responsibility as an adult to say, you know what? I may not have had the best parents in my life, but I'm going to take what I needed, give it to myself, and move along. You know what I mean? I'm going to give myself what I needed so that I can become a whole, healthy, happy person, and whatever. I can get on the soapbox. Whatever, Dante. You need to have money if you are a man. If you ever in your life tell a woman, I'm broke, we can't afford that, we can't go here because we ain't got no money, you suck and you need to be castrated. If I can get out here and hustle as a woman and say, oh, you know, if I can get somewhere out here and hustle as a woman and make it and raise children on my own. If you're a black man, if you're a man, period, and you tell somebody or a woman that you're broke, that's shameful and you should be ashamed of yourself, period. That's gross. That's nasty. That's, no. That's the fastest way to dry up the, you know what. Anyway, so, okay, let me get in here into these questions. Oh my God, y'all are going bananas. What's going on? Oh, y'all are naming the people. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being broke if you don't like respect. If you don't want to be respected, then you can tell people you're broke. Who wants to be broke? Who woke up today, y'all? I want y'all to raise y'all's hands. Please, somebody raise your hand. If you woke up today and you say, you know what? I'm trying to be broke. Me, I'm trying to be broke. I don't want no money. Don't worry about it. No. If you found a bag of money on the street, you mean to tell me that you're going to be like, oh no, I don't need money. I don't want money. No. Of course not. Everybody wants money. Everybody wants money. And if you're a man, you need to be getting to the money. If you chase money, you can have any woman you want. Do you want your daughters seeking a broke man? Do you want your daughters to be accepting of a broke man? Do you want your daughter to be sitting up like, Daddy, I mean, he loved me. He might be broke, but he loved me. Come on. No, I know you don't. You want a man that is a provider. You want to be able to take your daughter from your home, send her over here to this man, and know that your daughter is going to be taken care of. Would you be satisfied if your mom was laying up with a broke man? Remember Baby Boy when Jody's was mad at that man coming up in the house? You know, all he doing is dropping some pee off. You know, he was mad because that man was broke and he was using his mama. Come on. You don't want that for yourself, for your mama. So why would you want that whatever. Okay, so I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I want to leave. I've only been with him since I was in high school. He told me that he reaped me with a baby, but now says it's not true. I want to leave so bad. So leave. I mean, people do what they want to do. If you wanted to leave, you would leave. I can't help you with that, baby. I'm sorry. So you easily meet a lot of rich black men? Yes, I do. All the time. I mean, meeting rich black men is easy when you get where they are. I am where there are rich people. So there's a lot of rich people everywhere. I can't go anywhere and not see somebody who's incredibly wealthy. For real. So yeah, I'm where they are, so it's impossible for me to meet Dusties and talk to Dusties because they can't even afford to come down the street. I have to lie about where I live because people will be like, well, you don't need my money. You already got money. So yes, I have put myself in an environment where there are no Dusties and I don't have to worry about, you know, them saying whatever. So I live in a pretty good area, you know. If you can't attract rich men, rich black men, then you need to get where they are, pretty much. So you said you're skinny, so black men don't go for you. Pretty much, I mean, you know, black men want shapely women. They want, you know, the fantasy girl or whatever. So let me get back on topic. Y'all done made me jump out my lipstick or out my lip gloss. What if you ain't black? Black men love non-black women. You know, if you're not black and you want to date black men, that's easy. Of course, you're exotic to them. So that would really be easy. But I'm gonna tell y'all, white women have game. They have game and they use it all the time. How do you think all these chicks is jumping up pregnant by these ball players? Think about Chris Brown's baby mama. We didn't even know about this little girl before she, oh, I just had your baby. Oops. Come on now. They have game and they are using it. And we looking at them like, oh, she just a gold digger. That's stupid. Oh my God, I can't believe she did that. Why you sitting over here mad because you done had 2 and 3 by somebody named Javante? Y'all better get on to the game. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. So, you know, a gremlin can get a black man. I would beg to differ. I would beg to differ, you know. But, okay, so let's wrap it up. Being with a black man is an art because you have to have your game tight. You have to know what to say. You have to be able to read through the BS. You have to know when he says this, it might mean something different. You have to have your head game so tight that he can't. He may think he's getting over on you, but you know, because he's playing into your game. If you already have your game down before you even get there, then yeah, they love. If you already have your game before they get there, then it's easier to not be played, pretty much. So, what did you say? Yeah, the love white men with white women with flat butts. Do you think all women like good shapes? It appears that some of them just want you skinny. A lot of white men want skinny women because you know why? A woman with a big butt like me, with big hips and stuff. It's intimidating because he probably has a little pee-pee. Okay? And he knows that he cannot satisfy you. He knows that if you got all that jiggling and wiggling back there and he try to come to you with this little shrimpy pee-pee, that you're going to be like, what are you doing? Why are you here? I need some weight behind all that. If he's thinking about you in a sexy type of way and you walk in there with them jigglebacks, then he's going to be like, okay, well, I probably can't satisfy her. And it's intimidating to them. Just like a lot of people think, oh, black men, you know, they have these big pee-pees. It's not always the case. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. You know, girl, white guys have big, I don't know I ain't never seen a white pee-pee, honestly. I've seen them on the porn, but I ain't never just seen one like mano y mano. But that's probably why, you know, people are intimidated. I'm gonna tell y'all, people are intimidated by curves for some reason. And Letitia made this point. Curvy women may be perceived as hoes. And I happen to disagree. They may not be perceived as hoes, but everybody likes to look at a sexy curvy woman. The curvy body type is sexy. Marilyn Monroe, Anna Nicole Smith. Why do you think all these people is getting boobies and butt injections? They're getting all of that because they want to be curvy. Nobody is sucking out the fat in their butt so they can lose butt. unless you've, blown it out of proportions or something like that. People are getting butts because a curvy woman is sought after. So if a curvy woman is sought after, it's going to be intimidating to a lot of people. You have to stand in that power though. If you're curvy, you can't really be uncurvy unless you change your body type. You know what I mean? It's not that you are perceived as a hoe. It just may be that they know that you can get a lot of men. Just because I can get a lot of men doesn't necessarily mean I have a lot of men. So there's a difference there, But I think that people are usually jealous of us curvy women, so they want to call us hoes. Hey, you know what? It is what it is. So which one of you get more men? Well, I get more men because she's married and she ain't trying to get a man. So don't try that. Don't try to be like, oh, are you, don't try to pit us against each other, because we're not even in competition with each other. She's married and she doesn't seek other men, and I'm married and I do. So catch that tea. Whatever. So, yeah. I haven't seen a small white PP. Stop falling into the black man. Whatever. Yeah. Oh yeah, well she said they may be perceived as hoes. Yeah, they may be. But I just feel like I don't know that your shape would necessarily make it that way, but the way you dress. Because you can be dressed, you can be classy and be curvy at the same time. But I think that, because when I was coming up and I was coming into my womanness, all the church women, oh, you need to cover that up. You don't need to wear stuff that's so tight. You don't need to have, all of that showing and blah, blah, blah. But you know why? You know why? Because they don't want their husbands looking at you. They don't want their sons looking at you, and they don't want people fantasizing about you, because they will fantasize that about a curvy woman, and they'll look at her like, ooh, I want to do whatever with her. That's fine. That's what I want. I want you to be enticed. Be enticed, because once I draw you in and you think you're enticing me, I'm going to entice you and be then flip the whole script and you out of, 20 grand before you even know it. So yes, I want you to be enticed. Get enticed. That don't mean you finna do nothing. You can get enticed. Sure can. So, let me see. Okay, so what does this say? What's a whole hairstyle? She went over all of that in her video, the whole hairstyles. I can't. Come on now, y'all. Come on. Some stuff is just common sense. Come on. You have to be. Do I believe in God or Jesus? Hey, pretty sure somebody does. But they asked why some men don't cross the room for them. So I answered that they may perceive curvy as too sexual. No, because men cross the room. See, that's the thing. Men cross the room for me all the time, everywhere I go. And I'm super curvy. If you want a man to perceive you as sexual, that's good, because when he perceives you as sexual, that's how you get the money. If he perceives you as classy, you're not true. Okay, so we had this discussion after the video. If you're between, this might sound a little harsh, if you're between a 1 and a 6, you're gonna want to stay as close to classy as you can, because when you try to make it sexy, it's going to be perceived as whorish. When you're a 7, from a 7 to a 10, you can get away with being a little more sexy, a little more risque, because they're going to want to impress you. They're going to want to, because they know you can get a lot of men. The 1 to 6s may not have as many as the 7 to 10s. So you're going to want to be, you're going to want to up your game so that you can get in the 7 to 10 pool and you can be sexy, because men cross the room for me all the time. And I'm very curvaceous, like very, especially, girl, don't let me put on a girdle. What? This waist will be a good 26, snatched for real. But I think it may be because, like she said, I may be, a little more appealing. So how do you know what number you are? I'm gonna tell you. A 5-year-old is gonna tell you the truth. If you are, I hate to say it, a gay man and a 5-year-old will tell you the truth about the way you look. So if you don't know how you look, if you don't know if you're a 1 or a 6, you need to ask probably a gay man. Ask a man, what does he think about your figure? What does he think about you? And that's how you could probably find out. You know, if people don't tell you on a regular basis, oh my God, you're gorgeous. Oh my God, you're so pretty. If you don't hear that, probably not in the 7 to 10 category. I mean, you know, it just is what it is. Okay, you're gonna DM me for the serious question. So yes, what would be a celebrity example of a 1 to 6? A 1 to 6 would be Whoopi Goldberg. She's in the 1 to 6 category. A 1 to 6 in the celebrity category would be that girl from Friends. What's her name? I don't know. I don't know. You know, 1 to 6. Oprah is in the 1 to 6 category. She's not a looker. Nobody's gonna say, "Oh, let me go talk to Oprah," you know. Or, you know, Cardi B's a 6. She's a strong 6. Who else? I don't know. That's a hard question because I can't think of celebrities like that. But yeah. So I just really feel like the whole I'm not dating, how to blame someone else for something you did. Girl, I don't know. I mean, who's a 10? That woman on, the woman that plays on This Is Us, the Latina woman, she's a 10. Who else is a 10? Beyonce's a 10. Jada Pinkett is a 10. Who else is a 10? You know, y'all name some. But anyway, I don't know. I don't like Meghan Markle's look. She's basic to me. I mean, she has the basic makeup and all that stuff. You know, I mean, she's okay. She's okay. She's a very pretty woman. Megan Good is up there. She's a pretty woman. But I just really, I don't know, that she has a different style than me. You know, I'm just not on that level with her. But yeah. So, dating black men can be very lucrative. They can be very, very accommodating. You have to teach people how to treat you. And I'm gonna, she's a classic 8. Depends on who you ask. I don't like her look. I mean, she's super basic because she has to be, because she's fit into the world of, you know, ritzy, blah, 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 whatever. So yeah, she has to be classic and all of that. That's not my style though. That's not my, I wouldn't emulate her. She's not somebody I'm like, oh my God, I'm so, you know. I don't necessarily want to be a princess. I don't want to be in scrutiny and everybody looking at me and, you know, he just happened to pick this black girl to fit in the, that's, you know, whatever. It is what it is. But she's not on my radar of women that I would want to emulate. I just, no. But anyway, so back to what I was saying to close this out. Yeah, Marilyn Monroe was a 10. You know, to me, a 10, a 10 is someone who can fit into any category, not just a few. A few men are gonna want Meghan Markle. Just about every man wanted Marilyn Monroe. You know, she may have been perceived as ditzy or dumb blonde or whatever the case may be, but she was clearly a very smart businesswoman, and she knew how to draw men in and get it. So when I say a 10, I'm speaking in terms of looks and sex appeal and how to draw them in. That's what I'm speaking about when I say somebody that's a 10. So, you know, I wouldn't say, you know, Megan can get a select few. She certainly can, you know, but she's not going to draw all men because she's like, you know, basic to me. But anyway, so let me close this out. I made this title because I want you all to explore all races, not just one. Don't exclude one race. Don't, say you only want to date this certain type of men. When you do that, you stop and you exclude your money flow. Be inclusive, learn about different cultures. Learn about, what people in Belize do. Learn about what people in, other countries do, or people in other cultures. Learn about, music that white people listen to. Turn on a different radio station. You ain't always got to listen to Cardi B and be doing all this in the car. Turn on a different radio station. Figure out what they like and what they don't like, So I'm just offering this to you guys to say, don't discriminate. Don't say, oh, I'm not going to date a black man, because you might find a black man that'll take you, honey, and totally rock your world and change your world, But you have to have your game tight. You have to have your game tight. Before you even go on the date, you have to have your mentality on point, and you have to have your what's the word? I don't know. You have to have whatever your game is, you have to have it on point. And if you don't, you will be taken by a black man. So learn their game, perfect your game as you're learning your game, and you'll be much more successful when you date black men. Also, Mr. Black Man, if you don't have your money up, you should not be dating. If you don't have enough money to take a woman on a date that is a very good date, that's a respectable date, then you don't need to be dating. If you consider yourself broke, if you've ever just said the words, I'm broke, if you are still in a broke state of mind, if you are still in a broke situation, you don't need to be dating. Dating needs to be the last thing on your mind if you are broke. If you are broke, you don't even need to be considering dating at all. So that's all, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and go. It was good talking to y'all. I had fun. So I will catch you later. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. You guys have a good evening, and I will talk to you later.